A piece of history has been uncovered. This story has many of you talking on social media right now. The shipwreck was discovered off Oak Island, but Katie Garner reports it's not just any ship, right, Katie?
That's right, Fran. Researchers believe that one of the 3 known blockade runners has been discovered, and it was by archaeologists in Oak Island near Fort Caswell. Researchers tell me they are sending in a dive team on Wednesday to discover who and what was on the boat when it sank. The divers will take measurements, and they'll look both inside and outside of the sunken ship, but they're not going to bring any items found back to shore with them out of respect for the history of the ship.
What we will be looking for is the type of engines that the vessel had, what her overall dimensions were.
Coming up on WECT News at 6, you'll hear more about the research being done on the sunken ship, and you can also visit our website at WECT.com and read more there. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Katie Garner for WECT News.
WECT's Katie Garner is here now. Katie?
Fran, John, researchers are scheduled to dive on Wednesday, and they tell me the remains could be from one of the 3 blockade runners used to penetrate Union vessels blocking Wilmington's port during the Civil War. They won't know for sure until they get a closer look at this piece of history. This image, generated by sonar technology, is giving researchers the ability to go back in time.
The wreck that we just found is one of the vessels that was used to supply the Confederacy during the American Civil War.
Billy Ray Morris is the deputy state archaeologist underwater and the director of the underwater archaeology branch. Morris, along with a team of divers, will use this gear to go underwater about 30 miles downstream from Wilmington near Fort Caswell so they can learn more about the wreckage.
We'll see what was on the ship, what was important to bring into the Confederacy, how the ship was made.
This image will be documented, studied, and stored with many other maps and artifacts in Morris's office. He says a discovery like this will go a very long way. It will help researchers learn more about the people and the time period.
It's like a story that's not written down, and by interpreting it archaeologically, we can learn an awful lot about the people that were on this vessel 150 years ago.
While this image may not seem like much to most people, Morris says the state of preservation on this wreck is among the best they've ever had.
150, 200 years ago, you might not have had the time or been in a position where you could have learned to read and write. So the record that was left by people that didn't write is what we find in the material that they leave behind.
Morris says the wreckage could be part of those 3 blockade runners, the Agnes E. Fry, Spunky, or Georgiana McCall. In order to determine that, Morris's team needs to go underwater. They're going to take measurements, and I will get back to you with the latest. But in studio right now, I'm Katie Garner for WECT News.